coming out, he's 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 coming out. It's there. It's there.
You've got to press it on you. You just think it, that's what you do, baby. Hold it down, baby. Jump with the moment and move it. Jump back and forth. Feel like you let yourself get it out.
Never did no harm. It's there. It's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming out. It's there. It's there.
You've got to press it on you. You just think it, that's what you do,
baby. Hold it down, yeah.
Jump with the moment, move it. Jump back and forth.
Feel like you were there yourself. Work it out. Never did no harm. Never did no harm. It's there. It's coming out. 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 It's there. Never did no harm. Never did no harm. It's there. It's coming out. 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 It's there.
You've got to press it on you. You just think it, that's what you do,
baby. Hold it down, yeah.
Jump with the moment, move it. Jump back and forth.
Feel like you were there yourself. Work it out. You've got to press it on you. You just think it, that's what you do, baby. Hold it down, yeah. Jump with the ball and move it. Jump back and forth and feel like you were there yourself. Work it out.
All right, give me 1 second to figure this out. All All right, Zombie, can you hear the music on your end?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I did it correctly.
Volume needs to be turned up a little bit.
Okay. So it's like trying to figure out how it's going to do this. There we go.
There we go. All right.
What's funny is that I can barely hear you now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It,
I mean, you can turn it down. I'll live.
all right. Is it? Okay. There we go. All right. I don't remember how you put your drawing thingy on the screen, so I know it pops up on my end. I just click a button.
I got it up.
Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Add to stream. There we go. Ah, you take out down that one damn banner. There we go.
Oh wait, should we tell people what we're doing first?
No, they must figure it out on their own. Okay, so Zombie is drawing Big Shirl, the late gravid boa constrictor that was murdered down in Florida. She is drawing Big Shirl as a little angel.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Lisa's getting a kick out of it in chat.
Oh really?
It's like wait a minute. It's like wait a minute. Shouldn't we tell everybody what we're doing? It's like no. So I would think this is in a way another like bring awareness to FWC stream, just a lot more laid back.
Yep.
Yeah, like I have obviously the ticker down below has Chris and Bill's legal GoFundMe. That's also in the description, as well as both of our Twitters and USARK's website.
Yep. Who knew that O's was so difficult to draw?
Hmm? Oh yeah, definitely, Lisa. Definitely go check it out. I need to check it my own self to see how much they've gotten so far in their donations. I'm going to do that right now, actually, from my phone. Oh, they're almost up to 20 grand. That's good.
Right.
They're at 19,732 out of $250,000. Unfortunately, because lawyers are expensive, especially when you're taking on as big of entity as FWC.
Or something that has the backing of the state governor.
Exactly.
Basically, when you sue the FWC, you sue the state.
hmm
And that is not an easy battle to win.
Yeah. And if anyone pops in here wondering if that's a legitimate GoFundMe, it is. It is funded by Chris Coffey's daughter. She's the one who set it up.
Yeah, that's another reason we're kind of doing this, guys, just to like sort of think of it as like a really chill fundraiser for their stuff.
Mm. Last week was the serious chat. Now it's just kind of hangout and vibe.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, Bill McAdam. I'm trying to like get all of her markings correctly. It's not gonna really work out, but I did take special care to make sure that her head stamp is accurate.
Right, because that's the fingerprint of each snake is how their head looks.
Mm-hmm. Their head stamp. Like, even if a snake looks identical to another snake, you can always tell which one is which because of their head stamp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Chris's daughter does a really good job, stating exactly why they have that GoFundMe, and it's the raw truth. I mean, is a horrible situation, and I'm very happy. I think all of us are pretty happy that Chris and Bill are taking action against FWC.
Scared the crap out of me, man.
Ooga booga. Ooga booga, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, no joke, Zombie. I was just vibing too that I looked over at chat. I'm like, oh, Lisa's back.
Trying to think my plan of attack for. Well, people in the ball python community would call it alien heads. I don't really call them that.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, they do kind of look like alien heads, though.
They do.
It really is, Lisa, and that's what that's what everybody who's bringing awareness to what happened. We're hoping to prevent something like that from ever happening again.
Yeah. Does that make sense to you?
I mean, you definitely got her gravid thickness down.
Or jumpiness? I mean, this is supposed to be like stylized, so.
Right.
And for the record, everybody, I have these little stars. There are 32 of them representing her litter.
Oh, I like that little touch.
Mm-hmm. All 32 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I at? There I was.
ADHD into play.
I like how I spilled my water into my lunch today.
Right, because you were so focused into putting sriracha on it, but that was
I was watching the most recent episode of GMM. And I was hyper focusing on it. And I completely forgot what sriracha was apparently and picked up my water instead of my sriracha and just splash.
Instead of making it spicier, you made it more bland.
And I was like, okay, I asked for that.
I mean, who else would want to hear about, Rhett dancing for $1 in a shirt?
Right. I was cracking up at that. Because she was like, you have to do this intuitive dancing. He's like, are you gonna put $1 in my shirt? And she was like, yes. And he was like, okay.
Right, Rhett, you slut.
Flirt.
Actually, Lisa, funny enough that you brought that up. There's a leaked body cam footage that Nerd uploaded onto their channel, and it shows a lot more of what happened. If you want to look up that video, I can actually Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna look the video up on my phone. I'm gonna put it in the chat because the plot definitely thickens after that video.
Yeah, for sure. Did you post this live stream on Twitter?
I did earlier.
Okay, let me find it. Let me find it and then I'll retweet it.
All right.
Ah! Phone is driving me nuts. Yeah, I was just, listening to music. I was jamming. I started drawing Big Shirl, and I was like, you know what? Let's make a fundraiser out of this.
Right. All right, Lisa. If you want to watch it, I posted it in chat. If you don't, I completely understand because it shows how much of one of the men on that call was a piece of shit.
It's tough to watch.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, there are people who like don't even like snakes, and they're like, "This is horrible."
Exactly. Like
It's like
even my mother.
when you got the snake haters telling you that this is wrong.
Right. Like even my mother, who is terrified of snakes, said that it was messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Really? BRB, need grape juice. God.
I'm back.
Yay!
Once the soundtrack I got is over, we can start like Q&A. Right? How do I
And
go
I could
about?
also put in like the stream yard, like basic bitch music, which is actually not bad.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the lounge music?
Yeah, the nice lounge music.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. What to do? What to do? All right, how does that look so far? Ah! All right. Gotta get all the other stuff. Hmm. 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 Excuse me. Actually, what am I doing? I was like, should I draw lines on this or not? But then I was forgetting my own like protocols for how I do this. I was like, I must have a game plan. I was like, and then I'm like, what am I doing? This is I already know what I'm supposed to do. Today's just been one of those kind of days.
I mean, you poured water over your food instead of the
Yeah.
hot sauce.
Hmm. Well, I poured water all over the food and all over the meat. When it splashed me, I was like, okay, I asked for that.
Really? Oh my god. Freaking YouTube. Okay. Oh, for the love of God, put me back in StreamYard. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes. 10-4. Rude.
Let's try this again.
So,
Oh my god, my fucking internet.
heck.
Mm. All I want to do is play the lounge music, man. What the hell? Ah, God damn it. Hold on, I'll be right back after he's back.
Technical difficulties, everyone. I'll do as best I can to converse. Whoever is here. So I am also a mod of Christine's. Oh, excuse me.
Good freaking lord. Could my internet stop?
What's it doing?
It's like, nope, you're not doing that. Nope, you're not doing this. Ha ha ha.
Oh my
F
god.
you. All I want to do is the lofty music, damn it. But no. The internet's against me. Maybe this time success?
Sounds like it. FWC knows.
Right, they're trying to shut me down.
They're trying to shut us down.
Fuck the 1%!
Oh my god.
the aggressive, bidding to name Jigglypuff.
Yeah,
and you throw
so
money. Like, I'm not letting them win. Fuck the 1%.
Yep, that's pretty much the attitude I took. Because, guys, I follow a channel that is officially called Luke's Goldies, but I just call him Goldfish Dad. And he had a live stream where you could bid on naming one of his fish. And the fish that was being bidded upon is the most adorable, most jiggly, most cute goldfish. And myself and pretty much everybody else, in his subs, wanted her to name her Jigglypuff. And for a while, it looks like that's what she was going to be named. Then some people came in and started throwing $200, $150, $200, $50 at a time to the name Cream Orange. and like 3 people were like going to just completely void like over 2 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think I donated like $10, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck the 1%. I am putting more in the pot. My autistic sense of injustice cannot let this stand by.
Yes.
For Narnia, donates like $35.
Banana!
Mm-hmm. But yeah, FWC knows. They know that we're trying to, raise money to fight against them.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of Clint's live stream. Like right before he answered, I think my second like super chat that I sent him. Like the police came by and he was like, "Oh no, they found us."
It's like they know. They know, man.
I got a massive bruise on my thigh from like I don't know what.
That's me every day, just with my legs.
It's like a nasty looking bruise, man. It's like black and yellow. It's nasty looking, but I have no idea where I got it from. My pinky has suddenly just started to like sting and itch at the same time.
Oh no.
Hi.
Oh no, she made her appearance.
By the way, guys, I have my headphones on right now, and this is why.
Because of a Joe.
Because somebody will scream and do nothing but scream for the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
You realize, Joey, that the price of scrim is Kissy Monster.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pay the Kiss toll.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Why you scrim? I mean, I know why, but still. You got a little bit.
It's a Joe. You still have a little bit of time. Over an hour. Oh, she don't care. She's like, no, you talk to Auntie. Feed me now.
Would you quit? What? Probably should have, like... I mean, the office is hot right now, though. I mean, I intentionally keep it that way, but still. That's where the kids are.
Oh, yeah, all the stinky boys.
Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, my worms.
I know you're not having any luck with water today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all my worms. Well, all but one of my worms drowned. And I guess that's where the really bad smell in my office was coming from. Because they
Yeah.
begin to decompose. Like, out of all 25 that I had, one survived.
Ew.
And I took that one and I put it in Otto's enclosure. I also did what I could to put as many isopods in Otto's enclosure as I could. However, the springtails are just fine.
The springtails are having a damn pool party.
Mm-hmm. There's so many of them now. They like exploded. Like they're literally. Like,
and you were worried about not having enough. Now you have all of the springtails.
Yep.
Meow.
But you know, the silver lining of having all the springtails is that springtails are very good about eating not just like decaying matter like carrion or decaying vegetation. They also eat fungus and bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually like not too concerned about adding the isopods and everything into Otto's enclosure because springtails are pretty good about making sure that stuff doesn't become an issue.
Yeah.
Like I can already hear somebody be like, there was rotting worms in there, and you just put them and you introduce those isopods that were with the rotting worms into Otto's enclosure. And I'm just like, I mean, they're really not. Like, the springtails really help out keeping things.
I mean, that's why there's such a good cleanup crew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you only have springtails, and they still do a lot of heavy lifting, don't they?
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely want to start my own isopod culture pretty soon.
Don't overwater it like I did.
Oh yeah, the nerd does a really good job. As much as I'm not a fan of Donnie Rapture, he does. He does put together some really good videos, like the ones covering this incident. And I don't know how we got hold of the body cam footage, but damn.
I mean, here's the thing about Donnie: when he like really puts his mind to work, he can do really good things. Like these videos, you know, he really just like brings it. The issue, so and like if it's words compiled into a sentence. If it's something like important like this, he's really great for that. But he also really tries to start drama that isn't necessary.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you know, his video on Chandler, I'm, you know, glad that stuff was brought to my attention. But it wasn't entirely necessary, in my opinion, to go that far out of your way to bug him.
I mean, there was at one point where Tyler was gonna freaking like fist fight Donnie. It seemed like,
yeah,
they're of a brawl. It's like, what the hell is going on in the community? We got
Right,
a
there was a
Florida
little
man
bit there where.
challenging.
Go ahead.
Oh no, there's a fucking delay on this damn thing. But yeah, it's like, why are there like grown ass men threatening to fight each other, like physically fight each other? It's like, oh great.
Tyler was the one who was like threatening physical violence. Donnie was just, he likes to start drama. Drama gets the clicks.
Yep.
But when he puts his mind to it, and when it's a really good cause, he's really great about this stuff. And that's why Kevin McCurley, keeps him employed.
Mm-hmm.
Like even after all the stuff with Tyler and then Chandler and everything, Kevin McCurley still keeps Donnie employed because, a lot of people would have not done so, but Kevin McCurley sees the talent he has for this kind of thing, and he knows that talent is very useful in a crisis like now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really important.
Looking more and more at this drawing, it would also make a good logo for a shirt too, just like the other drawing.
If I did that, I would want to have Bill McAdams' permission.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because this is his pet.
I know, it's just baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
Baby girl and his unborn, grand slither babies.
No.
Big Shirl, I believe, was 10 or 11 years old. I want to say.
She was, 10 or 11, I think. And she was like 12 feet long.
Yeah, she was a big girl.
Mm-hmm.
But boas could live well into their 20s, in fact, 30s.
Something is not sitting right with me. The artiste.
Oh no.
I think I figured it out though. Alright, that's the best I can do with our head stamp.
Oh yeah, definitely, Lisa. He's had Bill had Shirl, I believe, since she was a hatchling.
We found his like his breeding operation website, like his company website, or Facebook, I should say, and if she's 10 or 11 years old, she is one of the first boas that he ever really got as a breeding project.
Mm-hmm.
And, I get how people can misinterpret the, she had $100,000 worth of babies. Like, that sounds like they only really care about the offspring, but that's not necessarily true. Because, when you breed, like, you don't breed animals. It's confusing me. You don't breed animals for the money. If you do, you're in the wrong hobby. What was that?
Okay, so Lisa asked if they took Cheryl to the university for an for Cheryl, I believe they necropsied her on the property, like right
That's
then
right,
and there.
they necropsied her.
Yeah. Shut up.
They did perform a necropsy. I saw the necropsy. They confirmed that she had 32 fetuses inside her. Fun fact, people, boas give live birth, so it wasn't eggs. She had actual, babies. I remember telling my stepmom about that, and she was like, ew.
Oh my god. Well, humans give live birth too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not 32 fetuses at once. I mean, that'd be frightening.
That would suck.
Right, one baby is hard enough. I'm 32. Good lord. At least, like something like a boa giving birth probably wouldn't be too bad because
Yeah,
the
it's
babies
squeezing
are
out a bunch
long.
of tubes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was reading Lisa's comment. She put, "Oh wow!" Then the poor babies suffocated. Horrible. Which, yeah, the babies did obviously die with mom.
They did.
Because
They were
they
still
were not,
about a month out.
Yeah, they weren't. There's no way to really save them even after Cheryl's death.
You can't.
They would still be considered.
Even if a baby is born naturally, it's really hard to keep a preemie alive when it's when you have it a month early.
Yeah.
It's like, is there any way we could save the babies? Just no. It's like, you can't save the babies. You can't do anything about it. Those babies were still a month out from delivery.
Yeah, it's not like with human babies where you can kind of have a child a month early and the child will be relatively okay.
It'll be tough, but yeah.
With snakes, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that.
Nope. Oh, it's a very strange body structure.
Hmm?
Very square.
Yes.
Very square snakes. The last picture we ever saw, other than that video, but the last picture we ever saw of Big Shirl alive was when she was with the male that she was paired up with.
The little albino worm of a male, right curled up with big old Cheryl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hear a Joe.
Mm-hmm. And the thing I don't, I have a boa, I have a python. They feel vastly different from each other. It's like, even if you took her out, you didn't know she was a python, you would at least recognize that she doesn't feel like a python.
Right.
Completely different musculature, completely different feel. All right.
Lisa, I wouldn't say exactly that Shirl was rare. She did have some genetics with her that made her a valuable snake, aside from being a pet.
I
And so
think
she would
they
have.
said. Oh, go ahead.
Joey, no, you can go ahead.
I believe they said that she was a $10,000 snake. All I know is that she is double het for red dragon, or was, which is hypo and albino in boas. It creates really, really pretty snakes, especially when you pair it with like blood. The blood morph in boas, they come out like this brick red color. It's crazy.
Joey.
You are insufferable. But she was a valuable snake.
Mhm.
She wasn't. I mean, every single time you get a snake that's going to be het for something. Het means heterozygous, which means they contain in their genetics a recessive trait. Let's take albinism, for example. If you have a snake whose parent was albino and whose parent and like one parent was albino, another parent was het albino. Not all of those babies are going to be albino, but the ones that aren't are still going to be 100% het for albino. And so like and those babies, even though they're quote unquote normal snakes, quote unquote normal snakes that carry the genetics for a color or a pattern morph do always look a little bit different than an actual normal ever would. And so Big Shirl was apparently a powerhouse when it came to genetics. Technically, she's a normal, but when you look at her, you're like, that's not like any normal I've ever seen. You know, she doesn't look like a normal. But she was pretty. She was a really pretty snake.
Mhm.
I really love how dark she was. She was a really dark, which is what led me to believe that she might have been like IMG, or at least het for it.
Right, because she was like a deep, like chocolate, like dark chocolate.
And she was like a deep espresso brown. Which is where I'm going next, is the color.
Yay!
Lure. And first things first, palette. Joey, little buggerboo. Oh my god. Line work. Hammer. Okay, I'm really confusing myself. Okay. Layers are confusing. Right. That's what I was going to do. I'm like jumping ahead of myself at every turn. Smooch. No. Blur, maybe? Yeah. Yeah. You know, Christine, you should tag Intrepid Exotics into our live streams about this topic because he's been like on fire about this thing ever since it happened. I need somebody who will like actually interact with you when you talk to him.
Okay. Oi.
He does seem like he seems a lot like my grandpa actually. My grandpa Lester. Got the same kind of attitude my grandpa does.
Is his at thing Intrepid Exotics dash Tim?
Yeah.
Okay, I got the right one then.
Like he'll generally give you a shout out if he likes what you did. And he has like I think like a few thousand followers.
Yeah, it
We-
said like
we need
4
to-
point something.
Yeah. We need to and like we need to get this kind of stuff out into the world because we need to keep it up. What is the word? Need to keep up the steam. We need to keep things rolling.
Oh, have a good one, Lisa. Be safe.
What? Trying to figure out the color.
Heck.
That works. Well, that's a brown.
Oh, yes, every shade of brown.
Mm-hmm. that works. Oh wait, no it doesn't. I lied.
Mm.
I lied to you all, I'm sorry.
Oh no! Shame! Shame!
There we go. What color are her eyes? Her eyes don't look normal color. I must make a sure.
Hmm.
I must make a sure. Wow, they're actually really pretty. They look like gunmetal gray. Like Otto's,
Ooh.
actually. Wow. Isn't that cool, Joey?
Joey's like, yeah.
I am going to do all the light colors first so I don't get confused. I don't know. I'd have to reach out to. I mean, I could turn this into a shirt, but I would want to reach out to.
Well, I'm not
her,
saying you have to. I was just saying it looks like it'd make a cool shirt design.
Oh, I think it would. But and there's ways we could utilize that. But I would only do it with her papa's blessing.
Yes.
Joey,
Mm-mm.
she like almost spilled like everything on that tray. So I don't know if you know this about her, but she is like really aggressive with the rubbing up against stuff. She doesn't rub up against you. She slams against you.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling today after last night?
I feel tired, but that's about it. Yeah, last night I could feel myself like literally entering the spirit world. I'm like, I should probably end this call before I'm too far gone and I don't know what my name is.
Mm-hmm. Ah! Bird. Tickle.
Heck.
Rude. Bear rude.
Mm.
Did we tell Trent about this live stream?
Oh crap! No.
We should tell her.
All right, hold on. Facebook, I don't need the camera. I need to get onto the thing. There we go.
No, you'll want to contact. You'll want to direct message Trinity in particular.
Ah.
Because I was just remember, it's like we totally forgot to ask Trinity to attend.
Right. It's like, oh crap.
What?
I know.
Mm-hmm. Did you quit? Mm. Part of me wants to draw a Gaboon Viper until I do this.
Right.
What? No. It's not what I want. Don't want to feed you right now. You got a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You got a little over half an hour, girly.
Right. You meow me one more time, I'm gonna do Kissy Monster on you.
Uh-oh.
Boop.
Mm.
You are a little buggerboo.
Mm-hmm.
I really just.
Mm.
I'm not mad at Clip, but I will say that he seems to be taking a very optimistic view of things. Like, there's no way somebody could be that evil to like intentionally kill somebody's boat. He's like, I don't see any evidence that they did that, and I'm like, my guy, The guy literally grabbed the label of Big Shirl's enclosure, read it, and took her out anyway. And they didn't even come there to kill the animals. Like, this is what blows my mind. Coming from the, apparently, Clint contacted FWC and, the Tallahassee branch, and they were like, we swear we did not order them to kill those snakes. And
like, somebody's lying. It's like, I wonder who.
mm-hmm. Well, the thing is that, like, they released the body cam footage of that one guy, and only, like, as they entered the complex, not the time before it.
Yeah, fair. Oh, hiccup.
Heck. Ugh. And I do feel bad for Chris Coffey. I mean, Big Shirl has become the poster child of this incident, but his snakes were killed too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he raised all of those animals.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why it's really unfortunate this happened to him. I hope somebody's watching him, because, like, from what Keenan seemed to infer, he's in a really bad place right now.
Yeah, which I don't blame him. I really
No,
don't.
I don't either. God, and that one guy. It's crazy how we just let them come in and kill his animals. Like, what was he supposed to do? Break his arm at them? I mean, like...
I mean, unfortunately, when it comes to especially the reptile community in Florida, FWC, they are cops to them. They are technically they are police officers, just wildlife police officers.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they have to do what these officers say, or he could have been slapped on with more felonies.
He has a family to take care of too. And the other thing is just, like, you have no idea how you would react in that situation.
Exactly.
Which is, I mean, and that's another thing that's been annoying me. It's like, there's a lot of people out there who'd be like, well, I would have done this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, you have no idea what you would have done in that situation. Because for all intents and purposes, like, none of us that we know of have ever encountered something like this. And so you have no idea how you would react in that situation. I guarantee you it would probably not have been like what you're claiming. It's really easy for us to say, well, I would have done this, when, it's hindsight.
Mm-hmm. Actually, forget t-shirt design. That looks like that'd be a badass tattoo.
I am okay with this.
Right.
Take that,
It's
Tyler.
like just right. That's
Continue.
No, you're good.
Where did my cursor go? There we are. color should her wings be? For some reason, I was thinking purple.
Yeah, as long as it's not like a dark. Actually, I would say lavender, but like a hair darker.
Yeah, I would agree. Ah. I was thinking like purple, some shade of purple. Because it makes your halo purple too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like I will agree. I've been interacting. I wouldn't exactly say talking to some. Oh, excuse me, some people, and they have mentioned like FWC probably has the majority of the Floridian exotics keepers by the cojones.
Oh yeah.
So that might be why Chandler is not speaking out.
Exactly, because they could. We all know now they definitely don't care about their own protocols. They could immediately retaliate against him. As an example,
Yeah.
if he says anything like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
all those permits you have for all your venomous snakes, guess what? They're gone."
Tyler apparently has that issue, or at least he's been having some trouble with his licenses, and that's why like his animals are currently not with him. That and apparently he has a daughter now.
Oh fuck.
But mainly he's just not been able to something to do with his license. Like he's got a bunch of license stuff going. That's what somebody said. What's going on with him. So it's like for him it is kind of forgivable because he's got a ton on his plate right now. Yeah, a lot of us are going just like, why isn't Chandler speaking out about this? And it does make sense if stupid FWC is like being stupid.
Mm-hmm. Put it mildly.
Mm-hmm. What? No.
27 minutes, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no, I'm gonna starve the kitten death.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna starve you to will kitten death, and it's all your fault. Complex. FWC gives me one.
Yes.
Ugh. The thing is that Chris Coffey tried to do everything by the book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do I believe that FWC legitimately didn't or basically order a hit on their snakes? I actually kind of do. Which in some ways makes this even worse.
Yep.
Because how many times have other people done this? Like, this is the first time. I feel like this has happened before, and this is the first time that FWC has been caught.
Right. like actual like video evidence showing, hey, they fucked up big.
Mm-hmm. And the truth is, Chris Coffey didn't even put up the video there to record anything nefarious. He just wanted proof that the snakes were dead.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, what he got was this horror show.
Oh yeah.
And again, I forget who it was. It was another YouTuber. He made a very good point about this. He was like, he said that he was filming them, and they were like, okay, and they still acted like this, which means this probably has happened before.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you know what? You make a good point.
Right. If they're that fucking nonchalant, you know?
Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Shibbity boo boppity bitty bitty. Need more people. Need more people to donate.
Right.
I'm a double retweet. Need donations to take FWC to court.
Mm-hmm.
I keep wanting to call USARK USARK.
Right. Oh,
That's
God.
how they're spelled. USARK. Can you blame me? If they want to be called USARK, they should make they should make it distinctly 2 words.
Mm.
Otherwise, I'm gonna constantly be calling them USARK.
Be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
No, you can't use the bathroom. It's not allowed. I don't know. Excuse me. Okay, before I.
I return.
You return?
Yes, hello there.
Hello there. I was just thinking of how great it's gonna be if Kevin McCurley can make it to that meeting. It's gonna be amazing if that happens. Just bust through the doors. Or wait, where's the meeting?
Right.
That way it's like, great, let's go.
It's like, y'all think he's in South Africa right now? No, it's all a ruse. On his way back, he's going to Miami, baby. I wish, though. I mean,
right. I mean, hey, it might happen. He might just be pissed off enough about this.
right.
And I feel like Dingo would just be like, you know what? I'll pay.
Right, he's like, here, I'll get you next flight back over there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who's gonna wait? Since Rob isn't there, who's gonna be his handler?
Oh crap! It's got to be Dingo then. Well, I guess by proxy it would technically be Donnie, because Rob's not there anymore. Jeremy's not there. Both Rob and Jeremy live in North Carolina now.
North Kakalaki.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those Instagram lives though, where you just see Kevin completely just getting angry over FWC, and then Rob has to kind of keep him on track. You don't have that anymore because Rob is no longer there. Like, God damn.
Oh snap! We might see him unhinged then.
Oh God, the unhinged McCurley crap.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Come on. Let's try to make the wing color. It's a little too... more saturation. How's that?
I think a hair lighter and we should be good. Yeah.
Sweet. And I will also make it hot pink.
Yeah, because she was a sweet baby girl.
Mm-hmm. And so we shall now do her wings. Well, actually, no. No, we shall not yet. I lied. Sorry, everybody. I know I failed you.
Great, we're gonna get canceled now.
Do this part now. Okay. Yeah, just bust through the door. All right, where's the meeting at? It's like I got some things to say.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who else will be there. Apparently, there are people like coming in from out of state.
Which is amazing, by the way. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Like, I'm really in.
How angry everyone else in the country is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's what I said. It's just like the day those snakes were culled is like they became our snakes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that wasn't just, that Chris Coffey and Bill McAdams snakes. They became our snakes. And
Mhm.
We're showing up for them like we would our own babies.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I unfortunately can't go because I'm stuck having. Probably gonna be stuck in where I'm at for a while, just trying to settle in and everything. But yeah, I'm really interested to see who's gonna be there. I know Keenan's gonna be there.
I'm really hoping Tom Crutchfield's going to be there. I really do.
I think he will. I don't see why he wouldn't. Tyler might be there.
Oh no, the tattooed redneck. Y'all need to guard. Y'all need to fuck her up. Here comes the other Florida man.
Oh God.
One who's really literally willing to throw hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's like at that meeting, you'll see the regular pet keepers, the breeders, and then the breeders.
He's like, are you here to talk about the reptiles? What gave me away?
Right.
It's like, well, you kind of look like one of them. Terrible. Man, I'm actually am fairly lucky. Like my like hater to like at least like snake tolerator ratio that I've encountered personally in my life has been pretty low. But I mean, still, it's not uncommon for us to be like, we say we own snakes and it's like, well, I'm gonna kill your animal. It's tough. It's tough being. You have to be a special kind of person being an exotic keeper because literally everybody hates your pets.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had that troll last year who did. I'm not gonna go into too much detail because me and this troll kind of have an agreement right now. Pretty much, I don't talk about them. They don't talk about me, type deal. But there's a lot of harassment going towards my hissers, and I wasn't gonna put up with it. Zombie definitely didn't put up with it. She went in like a wife. She's like, "Don't you talk about my kids like that!" But yeah, if you keep something that's outside of the norm, like outside of like fish, birds, rabbits, cats, dogs, obviously, if you keep anything scaly or has more than 4 legs, you're automatically demonized.
Mm-hmm. And it can get scary sometimes, like this,
Mm-hmm.
Like, the rattlesnakes right now are coming out where I live. I haven't seen one yet. Kind of sad about that.
Yeah, you want to see little rattlesnakes.
But, like, I've heard there's horror stories out there. Like, I mean, I've told you about this. I may have told your followers about this, but there was a so fun fact, everybody, vipers such as rattlesnakes also give live birth like boa constrictors. And some time back, I think it was in Arizona, somebody just got a wild demonic hair up their ass and found this gravid or pregnant female rattlesnake in her den. He literally went to her den, took one of those "Don't tread on me" rattlesnake signs to warn people about the rattlesnakes, and stabbed her with it, like repeatedly. And then he chopped off her rattle as a trophy. And unfortunately, I mean, it was inevitable, but somebody found her, brought her to the hospital. They tried to save her, but she passed away, along with her entire litter. They found and arrested the guy. He had the rattle in his pocket and had no remorse. And I'm really worried about, that kind of thing happening to our rattlesnakes. And I really these are the kind of people we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I feel like these be the kind of people that those at least one of those officers might be.
Right, just hates snakes on principle.
Mm-hmm. In the body cam, it was like, that's the one that struck at you earlier. And I'm like, well, yeah, snakes know when you're about to kill them.
Mm-hmm. They're not mindless monsters. Nay, nay.
No, they're not. Far from it. It's just like, yeah, the snake will strike at you if it knows that you're up to something.
Mm-hmm.
It's not doing it out of hate. It's just doing it because it's scared.
Exactly.
People like to personify animals, and I think the worst way they do that is they assume that the animal has an agenda.
Right. Like, oh, snakes are out to kill you. They're out to hurt you.
Mm-hmm. And, I will admit there are some snakes that you do have to be careful around. I mean, obviously, your venomous snakes are at the top of that list. But again, the venomous snake isn't there to, it's not saying, this person in particular, I'm going to kill that person. Like a lot of people do snakes.
Yep.
And of course, you also have your animals like your large constrictors. Large constrictors, I do not advise, for example, to be around children. But I also wouldn't advise your dog to be, around children unsupervised. But none of them are and especially snakes are just not I'm gonna go after this person in particular.
Right.
The only animal I think that does that is wasps.
Oh yeah, wasps I'm pretty sure are full of hate.
Wasps is just they took bees, tortured them, mutilated them into a terrible new form of life.
Mm-hmm.
They are the fighting Uruk bees.
Yes.
Yeah, it's this one struck at you earlier, and I'm just snake doesn't care about you. There's one thing Big Shirl did not do. It's, I want to mess with this person in particular.
Right. Oh, there goes my neighbors.
I was wondering what was happening. There's crap, the demons are out.
Yes. Like always, yes. Now, I was over at the Hissy Girl enclosure, and I got a Judy out.
Ooh, how's that going, by the way?
The ones that have been sick are starting to turn around, so that's good.
Well, no, I'm talking about the breeding project.
Oh, I have not paired them since the last time because, like I said, I'm waiting for it to get warmer because we've had a weird cold snap.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. You told me about that.
and the boys were ready to go at it, but the ladies not so much. I think because for them it was too chilly.
Mm-hmm. That makes total sense.
Yeah, why Judy? Still a chonker.
I got both of my, two of my sons got a bath.
One of them crapped in the bath.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, at least his insides are squeaky clean now.
Right. It's like he had a bowel movement. Boy, did he move it.
Well, I mean, he didn't really have a bowel movement. I think it was more urates.
Okay.
But it's just like I'm glad, means his system is working well.
Mm-hmm.
Otto has this like small wound on his body. It's like a small circular wound. I've been keeping an eye on it. It hasn't grown or anything. So I was like, for a little bit, I was worried it might be a fungal infection. And it hasn't grown. I think, he just got like a round little wound on his body. I'm not sure where it came from. However, he does tend to, hang on his sprinklers like a little monkey.
Right. He thinks he's a green tree python. That's.
I'm noticing that just seems to be a trend with ball pythons, because like Ed and Emily from Snake Discovery, their ball python kept unplugging his light. So just like maybe that's just a them thing. Though Cass does it too. He's actually better about it than Otto though. Which that checks out.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, people, I gave. We'll see what Christine does with some B-roll I gave her.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta get to that. Oh, little Miss Judy doing an explore.
Oh, she explore.
Mm-hmm. I still want those purple ivory millipedes because they're so pretty.
Right.
That or a vinegaroon or tailless whip scorpion. Which, fun fact, they look like demons from hell. However, they're fairly harmless for the most part.
Yeah, from what I understand, they're pretty chill. But you know what? I'll take people's word for it.
Right, you're like, I'm good.
Like, I don't know. The most thing about zombie people, zombie loves spiders to all their little legs. But the minute you put zombie near a bug, zombie has issues.
Well, funny enough, you're slowly coming around with hissers.
Yeah, so far they haven't eaten you.
They have not devoured my flesh to the bone yet.
They haven't sucked your face juices.
Yeah, why, Judy? Will you go suck the face juices? She's like, no,
I gotta
terrible.
double check to make sure her eyes are gray. Cursor, where are you? There you go. Oh, that's as far as it'll go. It does look. Yeah, it looks gray. She's looking pretty sharp, though.
Ah,
Don't die. That's rude.
try not to.
Very rude. Really want to make sure I get her head stamped right. Her head.
Right.
Really.
Where are you going, Judy? What are you trying to do?
Oh, she up to shenanigans?
Oh yeah. I'll never get over like invert antennae. Just beep boop 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 boop.
Research. Oh, hold on.
Oh, you got to feed a kitty.
You're back. Okay. Okay. Well, come on. On, you old lady. Meow. But good stinky.
Heck.
Joey, the shoes are not gonna come alive and bite you. I'm not gonna steal your food. Get over here.
Gotta hide those shoes. And make sure the shoe demon don't come alive.
Joey, do you want your dinner or not? The shoes are not gonna attack you. Good gracious. Come here. Come here. Eat your food. Eat your dinner.
Meanwhile, I'm over here just kind of spending time with little Miss Judy. Meanwhile, she is actually putting some thought into where she is stepping. She's like, "Oh, do I want to go over here? No, I go this way." You may have a tiny, tiny, tiny brain, but it's still a brain, and it still works most of the time.
It's been one of those days.
Yay!
So I propose that I finish the base color. Where the hell did my glove go? Finish the base color, then we can end the stream. How's that?
Okay, yeah, because I gotta make a quick dinner.
Diener.
Dinner, yep.
Has anybody arrived?
No, the only person we've had is and I'm making dinner for me.
No. Has anybody else arrived in the stream?
No, just Lisa. Which, thank you, Lisa.
Right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the base colors of the thing. Then we can end the stream. I don't know how much. I mean, you called out Intrepid Exotics, right? Hopefully we'll get some people.
Yeah, I made a post on my community page and I tagged him in it.
Cool. Because yeah, we want if we want to get more people to donate, like this is really what the stream is about. That's one of the ways we can do it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially because he's been on fire about this, which I mean, as he should be, but he is just like,
right.
He is like a Keenan level of unhappy with the FWC.
Sounds about right. Judy's like, okay, I crawl off a hand, I crawl on a leg. Goodbye.
He's like, I see leggy, I crawl.
Yes.
There we go. We finally
no,
got
she
the
stopped.
color.
She's like, wait a minute.
She's
Yay.
like, wait, this is not. She's like, this feels weird.
Right. She's used to like skin, and she's used to my arm hair to a certain extent. But the jammy legs, no, that's a whole new world.
A whole new world.
Okay, I saw a TikTok earlier that it hit me in the feels, and someone said, it's like, what if when an animal passes away, whether it's your pet or wild animal, when they get to heaven, they cross the rainbow bridge, and Steve Irwin's there to greet them, and I'm just like, ow!
Oh, I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's just like, ow, feels pain, ow.
I think I've seen that one.
Like Steve Irwin's there to greet them, and Betty White's there to help take care of them, because Betty White loved her animals. She loves snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's actually I would call an iconic photo of her holding a BCI. And she was having like the time of her life. Like 90 some years old. Big old
snakes
boa.
are really great pets. A lot of people don't realize this. But snakes are really good pets. And they can be very personable.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, a lot of people think they're stupid, but, well, okay, some of them are really stupid, but,
Axel.
yeah. Axel isn't the brightest thing on no legs.
Axel is kind of like a golden retriever. He can be smart, but he's a really derpy.
Yep.
I mean, what other snake do you know that you have to literally place him on top of his food for him to realize that it's food?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you took your child, like let's say your 3-year-old, put them on top of a pizza and said, "Here, eat," and they didn't realize it was food. Then they realized it was food and ate it.
Yep, that's my boy.
You're like, "That's my son." While Judy decided to wedge herself in my partially closed fist, and I just see a butt sticking out. Did you want to crawl into the small space? Is that why? They see your little booty.
So I just like, eh. You know what? I got Otto like a really big, cozy hide. He never uses it practically. He'd rather wear a hat.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna tell you guys, Otto is like, he's a ball python. He's an adult ball python, so he's very chunky. He's about 3 feet long, and he still insists on using the hide he had when he was like a foot long.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't work very well for him. Because it looks like he wears a hat. Like he's wearing it as a hat now. Oh, don't tell him he can't use it anymore because he insists on using it.
Yes. God, it's like with the hissers. Like, in the female enclosure, they have a lot of cork bark. They have a lot of coconut halves. They have a faux, like, half log. All of them will try to cram underneath one coconut half in particular. And I'll lift up that coconut half, and it's like roach confetti.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
I found most of my isopods. Well, not under your coconut half, but
I was about
like
to say, wait a minute.
There is a like little velociraptor skull that I have in the now springtail enclosure. And like I lifted it up and like 50 isopods were all huddled under it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just took them all and I dumped them in Otto's cage.
I mean,
It was
hey,
like
don't
the
get
isopod
the
Noah's
legs.
Ark. It was like the Noah's Ark of isopods, that velociraptor skull.
Mm.
There's still a lot more in there. Still a lot more isopods in there, but I just got the ones that I could. So I was like, I'm not, leaving you guys to stay in here.
Right.
Just because you were, a personal gift from my Nana.
Mm-hmm.
Like that heat lamp. I was so mad about that. The heat lamp that I got. So, I mean, I don't know if I told people this. Otto got sick with a respiratory infection. He had to be brought over to some area called Jurassic Pets. And he and like I had to pay for his treatment. It's all better now. But on the last day, Rick, the guy who is the founder and owner of Jurassic Pets, was like, "Oh, he feels really cold." And I'm like, "Yeah, his thermostat broke. I have to get a new one." And he gave me a heat lamp for free. He was like, I don't want him to get sick again. You already paid like $200 to keep, to make him better.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that is way too nice. And so I take it home, I plug it in, it gets going, and it explodes. This is the third time I have had one of those like dome lights explode on me. I'm pretty sure
I've never had any explode on me in my recent memory. That's the funny thing.
I'm pretty sure I'm cursed. That's the only explanation. Because it's just like Axel's like first time it exploded, second time it exploded. Well, second time it exploded like bombastically. That was actually absolutely terrifying. Because like, I had a feeling that Castiel was gonna shed. Well, I wake up, I turn on the light, and just it explodes in a puff of smoke. And I see Castiel in his then quarantine cage, and he wasn't moving. And I'm like, and I saw a wire in the water bowl that was near him. And I was like, oh my God, he's electrocuted. And I like ran in, opened up his enclosure and like grabbed him, and I was like, oh my God, Cass. And Cass was like, what?
Yeah, what happened?
He was like, what? Like, yeah, that was really scary. But now I'm just mad that the other heat lamp exploded, because I'm like, man, that was a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know about you, Christine, but like when somebody gives me something, it's even worse if it like breaks or something happens to it.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Because it's like, if something you paid for breaks or whatever, you're like, damn it, that was a waste of money. Or like, damn it, why did I do that? But like when somebody gives you something and like something happens to it, you're like, oh my God, I hate it. Just like, I have dishonored my family and my cow.
Yes.
There's another reason which is another reason I was sort of extra pissed at flooding the isopod culture, because I was like, my Nana, gave me these isopods as a present. And I may have just killed them all. Hooray!
No one in my family has gifted me hissers. I just end up buying 2 from Rainbow Mealworms. I end up with 120, give or take.
So
it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Josh's Frogs gifted you like 127 hissers.
Yeah, why, Judy? I didn't even know you existed until about 2 months later after I got your mama. Then I definitely knew of you and your siblings' existence.
Mhm.
When I found like a bunch of little rice husks in the enclosure, I was like, oh, there's babies. Then after
Mhm.
like the fifth litter, I'm like, fuck, there's babies. Like I keep joking, I need to send Lucille and Carol into a fucking monastery. So y'all need Jesus to stop shitting out kids. So you both are gonna become nuns in the Holy Church of His.
Holy Church of His.
Yes. And the priest residing over the Holy Church of His is Papa Roach.
Oh my god.
Defecation, no breathing, don't give a fuck, no eating.
You actually listen to Papa Roach?
I used to more so back in the day, like when they were really popular.
Yeah. I never listened to them, so. But I know that they're a meme in the exotics community because their name is Papa Roach.
Right.
My ear.
Ah.
That purple looks good with her color.
It does, definitely. It really pops against the dark of her body.
The dark of her body, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad we have a picture of her that isn't like, after she was killed.
Right. What it wasn't visceral mayhem.
I mean, there's one picture of her after she was killed where it's just like blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, at least they had the courtesy of cleaning up all the blood. Well, actually, did they clean up the blood or did Chris have to?
No, Chris had to.
Oh,
They
that's
looked like that scene
right.
a mess. Like it looked
God.
like somebody had died, like a human had died in that room.
Yeah, it looks like somebody was like stabbed to death.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look, God.
Mm-hmm. It's like
Like for a little bit. Oh, go ahead.
It's like, yeah, your pets have just been murdered. And guess what? You have to clean up the carnage. Yay!
Mm-hmm. Like, no wonder he's traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? His daughter is the one that set up that GoFundMe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could we get in contact with her? Because I just had an idea.
Let me check the GoFundMe, see if there's anything on there. I don't think there's a direct way to contact her unless you know someone who knows her.
I
Or
mean,
knows
she seems like somebody who gets shit done.
Right. Meanwhile, I have a hisser on my wrist, on the top of my wrist, and she's just vibing. Oh, now you decide to move. Is it because I called you out? Oh, now you gonna crawl up my arm. Okay. Oh, there's a little button right underneath that says contact.
Okay, because I really like your idea of like making a shirt, and I'm thinking maybe we could make shirts to sell for charity.
Right.
Either to
Yeah.
either to USARK or her legal fees and everything.
Hmm. But yeah, like if you go on the GoFundMe and go to where it says organizer, it'll say Caitlin Coffee, and there's a button that says contact.
Gotcha.
So yeah, ask for your name, your email, and your message for the organizer.
This is for the organizer.
Yes.
Because I do like your idea. I mean, maybe t-shirts might be too expensive, but like postcards, we could totally do postcards.
Judy, what are you doing, little girl?
Somebody being a bugaboo?
She is being a bugaboo. Boop, poke your booty. Poke your chunky booty.
Joey, stop!
Uh-oh.
She's about to claw the couch.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
I don't care. Deal. I literally have scratching posts for you. Go use those. Go use those. And I don't know if we'd have the money to like do something like that, but I mean somebody else might if we can get them in on it.
Right, right.
Because when you do stuff like that, you're basically, making stuff at a loss.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take a little bit of brainstorming. Think we could reach out to USARK and ask for some hints?
To be honest, when it comes to contacting them, you may as well be talking to a brick wall.
True.
Because I tried contacting them when Chandler was having all his issues. Never got a response back.
True. So basically, you're just yeeting into the void.
Unfortunately, because I think they get so many emails and messages a day that it gets lost.
Mm-hmm. What?
Oh, the Joe, she always has so much to say.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, but I want to call up the couch, Mom.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, too bad.
You're like, no, you're not doing it.
Right, one wing done. Looks good.
Woo.
I wonder if she has any, like, did he keep any of her daughters?
I want to say he. Well, I don't. We obviously don't know, but I would like to think he at least kept some of her kids from over the years.
Yeah.
Like a bare minimum, maybe one baby from like the very first litter,
Very
not
first
liver.
liver, yes.
A litter of livers, yes.
I mean, everybody in the litter does have livers.
Yes.
At least I would hope so.
Right.
Because, like, it's just, you know, such a horrible situation. Though, if he wanted to sell his collection, I would not blame him, at least. Because, actually, no, he doesn't want to sell off his collection because he's been posting stuff on Facebook about how he's waiting for the babies.
Yeah, that's right.
Because Big Shirl, passed away, but there's still other boa mamas that are gonna have their babies.
I know.
And you got your big chunky scale spread.
Oh yeah.
Fun fact, people, you know how a human gets all like big and puffy when they're pregnant? Well, snakes do too. And what they get is scale spread, where they're so fat that their scales don't connect.
It's like how pregnant humans stretch marks. Yep. They're snake stretch marks.
Mm-hmm. I think Bill McAdams said there was like $50,000 worth of babies.
God damn.
Her. I mean, Chris Coffey said 100,000. I think on that body cam video, Bill McAdams said that it was 50 grand, which is still a lot.
Oh yeah. When it comes to any sort of breeding, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's like the price of a car or a house.
Mm-hmm. Like it's a down payment on a house or a car.
Mm-hmm. She was a very pretty mama. It does kind of give me boa fever. Like now, I'm like, I want a big boa.
I know, like a big old, like chunky, chilled BCI.
I know. Like I think. Oh, go ahead.
Like Ed and Emily's Doug.
I know. He's a big old buttercup.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm like, I sort of realized that reticulated pythons, maybe even Burmese pythons, really not tenable for me. But a boa constrictor. Boa constrictors get big without being unreasonably big.
Yeah.
They can be expensive though if you want to morph, which I do.
Mm.
That's the only issue. I mean, especially the IMG ones,
Oh yeah.
which are like crazy, crazy expensive.
Talking about thousands upon thousands of dollars expensive.
Yeah, I think Nerd has some. Nerd has some like IMG Motleys, and they're 10 grand.
Mm-hmm.
I would totally get one if I could. Well, I can once I have everything else set up. I really got to focus on my current kids first.
Yeah.
Which my dad is actually deciding to help out.
Yay.
Some surprises there. I got some oak. He sent me some oak leaves today, which I can totally use for like leaf litter. Joey, what are you doing?
Hmm?
I hear you. I have my headphones on, but I hear you.
You're like, I got the mom hearing. I know what you're doing, child.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I convinced my. I'm pretty sure I convinced my parents' dog that I have eyes in the back of my head.
Oh yeah.
Because like he behaves himself around me.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, he doesn't with other people.
Right. In his brain, Lucas is like, "Oh, you was leader of this pack. Okay, I listen to you. But when you're not there, he's like,
But
oh,
it's just like
I'm free."
he's just like, mom means business. Nana and grandma and grandpa, I can get away with
Like,
murder.
I can do what I want.
Mm-hmm. They've been complaining to me. They're like, "Oh man, he's so unruly now, and he like does things." I'm just like, man, must be rough.
You're like, oh, sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like what I did was actually useful.
Mhm.
And you can also tell with Joey, like, Joey behaves. Now that I'm the only person that really works with her. I mean, it's like for me, like, for example, dinner time is a great example. Like, I'll have food, and she knows not to come, like, anywhere near me when I'm eating. Meanwhile, with my parents at least, she will literally try and take their food right out of their mouth.
Oh my god, Joey.
Oh, I know. She acts like she's never eaten her entire life.
Right.
Even my stepmom has said it's just like and my stepmom is a veteran cat owner of like decades. She's like, I have never encountered a cat as food motivated as Joey is.
Right.
Like, you can call Joey whatever you want, just don't call her late for dinner.
Hmm.
Get her. Oh no.
My gosh.
And I totally well, I didn't totally forget about this, but we haven't told everybody. So I was gonna get Princess Peach and Princess Daisy, and unfortunately, Princess Daisy passed away.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing another casting call for the new Miss Daisy
Mhm.
Jr.
Miss Daisy the second.
Yes.
And who knows? I might get like all the Mario princesses.
Right. It's like I just throw in two random female nymphs, like confirmed females. You're like, fuck. It's like, okay, two big females. Oh, two little babies. Hello.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, You said that most of them seem on the up and up, right?
Yeah, everybody's starting to act normal now. It's just like, all right.
Okay. Yeah, it's like really weird that that happened.
I just think they essentially had like a horrendous case of heat stroke.
No, I believe you. But it's just like you'd think they'd, you know, be able. You'd think they would move if they got too hot.
Yeah, they're not the smartest animal out there.
Okay, fair. I am kind of getting annoyed with the messaging that some exotic keepers are having of like, you know, hide your wife, hide your kids. They're coming for him. I'm just like, guys. You know, nobody is coming after your dogs and cats.
Right. Right now, the war is on exotic pets, unfortunately.
Hell, they probably won't even come after your rabbits or your guinea pigs.
Or any birds. Like,
Like all of these animals are too traditionally cute, quote unquote, to. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean you to quote unquote. I think you're adorable. She looked at my hand like, excuse me, quote unquote.
right. Like you just offended her entire family line. Like,
Like, if your animal is considered cute to society, like traditionally cute to society, you're fine. You know, your rabbits aren't gonna go away. Your hamsters, your guinea pigs, your birds. Those of us who don't have traditionally cute animals, like, you know, fish or reptiles or rats, those are the people that these people are going after. I think we really need to like change that part of the messaging, because being alarmist like that is really not helpful.
oh no, it's hurting more than anything.
Yeah. And the thing that I say is just like, you know, like when it comes to trying to, you know, put the importance of this across to people who aren't, you know, into the creepy crawly exotic community, I guess. It's like, imagine if this was a dog, okay? Imagine if this was dogs. That's what it feels like to us. And if you completely ban, you know, the creepier, crawlier exotic pets, what is going to happen is that there's going to be a lot of lack of education, lack of exposure, which can lead to some very serious consequences in the greater world. Because then you'll have these people who will just go out and like kill rattlesnakes, kill garter snakes, you know, and it can have some dire consequences for local ecosystems.
Oh yeah.
So that's really what I'm like, you know, just, meh. Because if you guys really care about animals so much, you really don't want to like have their ecosystems collapse. Which they will, they are, because of human intervention, and they'll happen even faster if we target specific animals as pests.
God, that just reminded me of something that I've seen. Lauren Boebert is trying to get wolves permanently delisted from the protected species list in the United States.
Why?
Her main argument is it's because the wolves have had such a great bounce back, they're starting to attack farmers and their livestock. I'm like, oh my god.
What?
Yeah. So she thinks of the fact that the wolves have bounced back so great, which yes, they bounce back, but not to the point of, let's say, like American alligators.
If they bounce back, humans can fix that right quick.
Like exactly, and like right now they have been taken off of the federally protected list because of Trump, and rightfully so. Folks are trying to get them put back on the under federal protection, and then we have wackos like Lauren Boebert who are spewing misinformation. So it's just
I mean, like, you know, politics aside, it's really not cool to go after wolves.
right. They're one of my favorite animals too. I'm just like, don't attack my babies.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I will say it's just like, you know, like Clint said, we shouldn't politicize this.
Yeah, it's we're here for Bill and Chris and for Big Shirl and all those retics.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing I think a lot. Like, again, Big Shirl has become the face of that incident, but we have to remember that 34 other snakes died with her. Her death only made it like even more needless than it already was.
It made an already horrible situation even worse.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, now I shall. Here we go. Base colors done.
Woo!
How's she look?
Good birdie.
Cool. Alright, everybody. Make sure I save it. Close.
Yeah. If you don't save it, then we're back at square one. Then it's part 2 Electro Boogaloo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully everybody has a good Wednesday night, and thanks to anyone who tuned in to watch the drawing and hang out and chill.
Yep. Thanks everybody for checking us out. Please donate to USARK and please donate to Chris Coffee and Bill McAdams GoFundMe if you can. They're going through a really tough time right now, and this will only get worse.
Mm-hmm. And links for all that are in the description below. But have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.